Welcome to Earthy Goddess Mumma. It is Tuesday the 10th of April 2018 and I'm here today with the Tarot of Sexual Magic. So if sexual, there's sexual images on this card, so if that offends you, you might want to turn off now. I've also got the Druid Animal Oracle deck too, and I'll allow one of those to come through at the end. I apologize for the lack of readings for the last 2 days. I did actually film a reading for Sunday, but didn't get to upload it because I was in hospital with my little 3-year-old son, who is now recovering well. He had an operation on his arm, and yeah, he's fine. It was such a lesson in surrender and trust. And we had actually a beautiful hospital experience, and it just really touched my heart, the amount of people that are out there serving through their heart, and it's truly beautiful. It just made me believe so much more in our inherent goodness, the people that we experienced in our hospital adventure, because we did treat it like an adventure. Getting pushed around on beds is pretty fun. I got a ride as well. It's pretty great. So we're back home, all is well. So I'll just allow whatever cards want to come through, and as I say every day, this is a completely general reading. You know, just feeling into the energies of today. And so we have the Magician. So you have the power to create your life through your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, your vibration. What are you vibrating? Are you vibrating with clear, loving intent? You can slice away anything from your life that's not serving you. But you know, contrast, like things like just that, what just happened to us. There's such gifts in everything that we experience, and even if it's something really full-on's happening in your life, there's always some clarity that can come from it if we don't resist, if we accept and allow it to be what it is. I mean, and we can really, really have clear intentions about what we do want. It just gets us clearer. It's clearer every time there's anything that we don't want happening in our lives. We can gain so much clarity on what we do want. And we can put that out with clear intent to the universe, to spirit, whatever you want to say, with no resistance. So we have the Four of Wands. This is stability. This is marriage. This is creating solid foundations for your future. It's the gateway one in the standard deck. It's like one. It's got like pillars, 1, 1, 1, 1. And it's funny that this has come up because we were on the 11th floor in room 11, which is pretty cool. It's pretty cool being up really high. Yeah, it's fun. Anyway, this is like complete open connection, marriage, like creating stability together. This could be creating stability. This doesn't have to be, you know, these are relationship cards. Obviously, there's Tarot of Sexual Magic, but this can be creating stability in what you envision for your life. So it could just be you creating stability on your own in any business venture that you may be working towards and wanting to create. You can create stability. So they are completely vulnerable and completely open in their expression of their sexuality. There's no inhibitions there. They are completely connected and stable and just really with each other, open sexually, just totally in the moment and experiencing the ecstasy of that sexual union. There's no holding back there. Yeah, we have the 9 of Swords here. So the 9 of Swords in the standard deck is overthinking, anxiety, you know, sleepless nights, getting carried away in your head, allowing allowing your mind to take off on you. I'm just going to see what it says in this deck because it's completely different. We've got the black cat there though. So the black cat, you know, it's seen as like black magic, darkness. Depends on how you perceive black cats. It's crossing through their legs though. There's a sword, there's a snake. So what does it say here? Rubbing, the magic of the black cat. Taking some distance to restore harmony, exciting to appease desire, giving of oneself to let mystery die. Even the world of love is a fruit of paradoxes. You must begin again after each era. Okay, so that makes a lot of sense. So maybe something's happened. You know, you've been in this sort of energies where you've been super connected, very intimate, very open and vulnerable with each other, but something's happened and you've both created maybe some distance, or this could be within, you've stepped back from a project, you've stepped back to create some reflection, because we are in Mercury retrograde. It's all about reviewing, reflecting, just everything, redoing. So stepping back. So this is stepping back, like not being so openly sexual, maybe connecting on a different level or giving each other a bit of space. But you might have been in your head about this a little bit, whether this is going to push someone away. Maybe you're feeling, am I being too disinterested? Is this other person going to think that I don't want them? But, you know, yeah, there is a difference between that mysterious sexiness and someone else viewing you as too hard work. You know, you're just uninterested. I'm just going to move on. So there's that balance there between taking a step back to create some form of harmony, to get back to these energies, and that your thoughts and your feelings and your vibration do have an impact. I mean, what are you vibrating? What are you trying to create? What's your intention? Is your intention to stay stuck in your head and create what you're thinking about, or do you want to get back to these energies? Because there's the fire, there's passion there, there's fire, there's passion. You know, this is, you know, they're clothed, she's clothed. It's hard to tell. I don't think it's hard to know, but they're not. She's got her back to him, so she's sort of like, let's just take this slower, let's just slow down, let's just keep that air of mystery going here. Let's take some space and some distance between each other. Even though they're still very connected, you can see there's a lot of passion and a lot of connection there. I'm just going to put these up here so you can keep looking at them. Sorry about my nails. Yeah, got lots to catch up on since I've been away. I was away most of the weekend. I wasn't here when my little person hurt himself. And we have the nurturing, unconditional, loving, compassionate energy of the Queen of Cups. So this is perfect. So yes, you're a powerful creator, and you've been very intimate or very enthralled in a project, and now you've taken some time to step back to really maybe, go over it in your head. Is this what I want? Is this, reviewing it with this Mercury retrograde, but then realizing that you're just radiating from your heart, like whatever your heart desires, you know, is true for you. So the Queen of Cups, of Chalices, is so pure in her nurturing love. She gives. Her cup is full to overflowing, and she just wants to give. She just wants to nurture. She's fully clothed there, so it's not necessarily about being fully sexual. It's about holding space for someone. It's about being there for someone unconditionally with compassion and joyous love. Yeah, it's a very, so it's maybe that's it. Like, you know that you can create whatever you want within whatever's going on in your life, whether this is something that you're creating. You're trying to create stability in your world. It doesn't necessarily need to be about a relationship. Obviously, it's screaming to me that it's about relationships because I've chosen these cards for a reason today. But, you know, maybe you've been intensely sexual and very vulnerable and open with each other, and then it's like, whoa, we're moving way too fast. We need to step back. We need to go back to ourselves with this Mercury retrograde. Maybe something happened, there was some form of miscommunication, and there's been a time where you've sort of stepped back and gone inward and reviewed what happened, and now you're creating some space, and then you can come back to a slower, more centered, unconditional, loving, nurturing energy, rather than fully just passion and sexuality. It's just maybe slowing down and showing that, yeah, and we have more passion. So it's we've got 2 ones here, so, and beginning again. And so or maybe it's a new relationship. Maybe you've realized that didn't serve you, that you really want to just be with someone that fully is unconditionally loving and compassionate with you, and maybe that person only really wants to be sexual. They don't really want to be there emotionally for you. They just wanted a sexual relationship, and maybe stepping back to really review what was going on in your relationship made you realize that maybe they weren't there for you on an emotional level, and there could be a new beginning here in love. Or it could be the same relationship. Maybe you've taken some time to create space and harmony, and you realize what's most important to you is not just being totally enthralled and sexual. It's more about this unconditional love and compassion, and being able to be totally open and honest and vulnerable with someone, and then therefore that creates that passion again, because you've taken time to sort of create space and create harmony within yourself and within the relationship. And you've got 2 ones here. You know, the magician is that you are the master of your reality. You can create whatever you want. And what you really want is ordinariness. You want someone that you can be totally, just live your life. Like, this is the 8 of Pentacles. So this is about working towards something together, like working together to create financial stability. And just look, they're just so content with each other. It's contentness and contentedness on an everyday level, on an everyday practical level. They are so content and open and just comfortable with each other. And so they have the passion, they have the emotional stability, they have everything together now. I mean, this could be for you on every level, but you know, it's coming across obviously more as relationships, on a relationship level, of course, because these are very relationship-based cards. So yay, can that sit there? I don't know if you're going to be able to see it anyway, but we'll leave it there. And from the Druid Animal Oracle deck, I've got the bee. So I'm just going to read quickly what this is all about. Community, celebration, organization. The bee invites us to celebrate. You may have had a special reason for celebration, or may simply need to celebrate the wonder and mystery of being alive. In the Druid tradition, there are occasions to celebrate every 6 weeks or so. As human beings, we need times when we can come together to enjoy each other's company. The bee tells us that we can live together in harmony, however impossible this may sometimes seem. By being at one with the natural world, by paying homage to the sun, by centering our lives around spirit or the goddess, we can work together in community. So yeah, this is like having unconditional love and compassion for each other, and really finding a way to work together to create stability and financial abundance, like working together. This is the 8 of Pentacles. This is the Apprentice card in the Standard deck. So yeah, hopefully you got something from this reading. I really appreciate your presence, and I shall see you back here tomorrow. Big love, deep blessings.